Good morning. Happy Tea Tuesday. Today is hold on, what is it? It's the 17th. Oh my goodness, sorry. Brain fog for a while. Here's my mug I'm drinking out of. My purple blessed butterfly mug. I felt that I needed this today. This week is going to be a very hard week for me, and I'll explain to you in a minute. And here is that. And I am drinking Canadian red rose tea with no sugar free, hazelnut creamer. And let me take a sip, sorry. And put this back. Sorry, you guys, I have a warmer. This Saturday, the 21st, will be 2 years since my husband Sean passed away. It seems like yesterday. I can't believe it's gonna be 2 years. Sorry, you guys, I have to warn you, this video is probably gonna be very emotional. On that day, in the morning, I was, I called to check in because I would Zoom call with him at least 7 times a day so he could hear my voice. I called and they said, they were gonna try to, wake him up and, ease him off of the ventilator. But, he was remaining the same. Then that afternoon, as I was sitting on the couch, crafting of all things, with my Kiki and Tara, and I get a call from the doctor saying we had to resuscitate your husband. He went into cardiac arrest and you need to get to the hospital. So I called my sister Mary Kate, my oldest sister Mary Kate, who was here because my parents and my sister and my brother-in-law were staying in La Quinta, at my sister's vacation home, behind the gates, like safe and secluded, because this was like in the prime of when COVID was just really bad. So I called Mary Kate and I'm crying and I said, I have to go say goodbye to Sean. I said, he went into cardiac arrest and they revived him long enough for me to get to the hospital. So she's like, okay, Sarah and I are on our way. Sarah is my niece. Because they didn't want me to drive. They knew I was going to be too upset. So we get to the hospital, and I'm the only one who's allowed up there. And the doctor had let the people at the hospital know that I was on my way. So I go up to the ICU, and my aunt who works at the hospital she was allowed with me because since she was an employee. So I get to the room and he didn't look himself, and I can tell he wasn't doing well at all. So I looked at my aunt and the doctor because she ended up knowing the doctor really well, and I said, we're gonna take him off of the ventilator, you know, let's let him die in peace, because that's what my husband Sean would want. So I go over to his bed. Tears are coming down, but I knew if I was hysterical, he would hold on and fight, and he wouldn't go. So I held his hand, and it was like ice cold because his blood pressure was 48, and he had his eyes open, and he's looking at me, and I'm rubbing his hand, and at the same time I'm taking off his wedding ring. And I told him how much I loved him, and that I would be okay, that it was time for him to go to the angels, and that his mom and dad were waiting for him. He closed his eyes after that, and I held his hand for the very last time. And I told my aunt and the doctor that I didn't want to be in the room when they took him off of the ventilator. That I didn't want that to be my last memory. So my aunt takes me down, and we meet up with my sister and my niece, and they just hug me. And that's when I just was crying so hard. And we sat there for a few minutes, and then I said, come on, let's go home. I know it's not safe. So I hugged my aunt, and I thanked her so much for being with me. And we leave, and on the way home, I told my sister, he's gonna die fast. So we get to my house, and I took off my clothes in the laundry room. My sister washed them. Um, my niece had a towel waiting for me. I went to take a shower, just to be on the safe side. As I was finishing washing my hair and just about to get out of the shower, I knew he had passed at that moment. And so my sister knocks on the door, and she said Teta called. That means aunt in Croatian. And I said, I know. I said, Sean passed. And she goes, yes. He passed away at 4:25 p.m. I miss him so much, but I thank God every day that he is not suffering anymore and he's not in pain. I'm so sorry. I forgot to say that this is an open collaboration that is hosted by Patty from Life with Patty and from Kathy from Kathy's Favorite Things. And thank you guys for listening. I know there are so many people that need prayers right now that are going through so much. So if we could just keep everyone in prayer. And also, if anything, I learned life is too short. And you know what? Check in on your friends, check in on your family, and just to say hello. It means a lot to everyone. And I always try to show kindness towards people. I promise next week, Tea Tuesday won't be this emotional. I hope you all have a great day, and take care, you guys, and God bless, and stay safe.